Hello, Jet Setters. I'm Jeb Brooks from greenergrass.com. Right now, I'm in Los Angeles. Need to make my way up to Seattle. Now, there are a lot of ways I could do it, but today I'm flying with Alaska Airlines. I can't wait to see how they approach first class in this unusual time. Let's get into it.
For a long time, Alaska was a proudly all-Boeing airline, thanks to a fleet comprised entirely of Boeing 737s. But today's trip to Seattle would be on board an Airbus. Not just any Airbus, though. Maybe one of the most beautiful A321s in the air? Painted to commemorate the merger of Alaska with Virgin America, which added all of these Airbus airplanes to the fleet, this airplane encapsulates the airline's goal of providing even more to love. My Alaska Airlines experience left me wishing I lived in one of their hubs. They offered an unparalleled domestic first-class experience in 2020. But keep watching so you can draw your own conclusion. My day began in Alaska's Lounge, which is accessible to any passenger with a first-class ticket on the airline, something no other major U.S. airline does anymore. This, in my opinion, is a huge differentiator for Alaska Airlines because it means the excitement of a first-class trip begins on the ground. As you'd expect, the lounge experience has been modified due to the current situation. The buffet, for example, is no longer self-served. An employee provides what you'd like, but the options are similar to what existed before. There's also a full bar with free and buy-up options. One thing that hasn't changed, the views. Despite current conditions, LAX was busy, which meant my view from the lounge was rewarding even during this early morning hour. What I like most about the lounge, and the Alaska experience in general, is that they've adapted their service to current needs. Not only had I gotten my fill of the lounge, it was getting close to boarding time, so I headed downstairs.
Let's get on board.
Like every other airline, Alaska takes pride in the extra steps they're taking to keep their cabins clean, but don't you kind of wish airlines had always done this? Boarding was quick, and by row from the back to the front. First-class passengers and Alaska's most frequent flyers were invited to board first. Ordinarily, I would have waited, but wanted to record the seat without bothering anyone. The first-class cabin is home to 16 21-inch wide reclining seats with 41 inches of pitch. By contrast, the economy passengers get 18 inches of width and between 31 and 32 inches of pitch. Premium economy seats on this airplane split the baby with 18 inches of width and 37 to 38 inches of pitch.
2 hours, 3 minutes en route, 38,000 feet, and looks like we should enjoy a comfortable ride along the way into Seattle. Once arriving there, forecast weather, winds out of the north at about 10 miles an hour. Right now, clear skies, temperature of 45 degrees. We have a wonderful in-flight team that's going to take great care of you as we make our way to Seattle. Certainly hope you enjoyed today's flight. Do appreciate you flying with us.
Our purser passed out sanitizing wipes to passengers in first class. They were available on request to everyone else. Frankly, the airplane seemed very clean, and I think making these available on request to everybody is probably okay. It'd be a good savings of both money and waste for the airlines. Importantly, Alaska blocks middle seats, and in the first class cabin, passengers traveling alone are guaranteed an empty seat next to them. Once we started taxiing, I was struck again by just how busy LAX was. Shortly after takeoff, I took my eyes off the window long enough to pull out the tray table, which includes a stand to hold up a tablet. Now, I'd only traveled with my laptop on this trip, so I took it all the way out. Inflight Entertainment is accessible using your own device via Wi-Fi. This kind of system is great in a lot of ways. For example, it saves weight and, as a result, fuel. However, I personally prefer having a built-in screen because then I can watch a movie and get work done at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, up the flight deck, this is your first officer. Right now we're 26,000 feet. We'll be climbing to 38,000 feet. It's looking smooth up ahead, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fast seatbelt sign.
Catering is available on all but the shortest flights in Alaska's network. On this 950-mile morning flight, we were given this fresh and tasty breakfast sandwich. It was really good. Later in the flight, our purser came by with a snack tray from which we could pick Kind bars, Biscoff, or potato chips. She came by again one final time with an absolutely mouth-watering warm cookie. If I hadn't had that empty seat next to me, I would have thought these were normal times. As we made our way up California, Oregon, and Washington State, the views were incredible. These are some of the most beautiful landscapes on our planet, and getting to enjoy them from a comfortable seat at 38,000 feet was a real treat. Even better with that cookie. If you like travel and aviation, please click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because if you do, you'll see even more videos like this. If you haven't already noticed, I was incredibly impressed by our cabin crew. Our main point of contact was the purser, but I had cause to interact with the other crew members as well. Each was diligent, professional, and positive. That's all you can ask for in this vital role, and they nailed it.
We'll be turning on that seatbelt sign in about 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any business that you need to take care of, now would be the time to do so before we turn on that seatbelt sign for the rest of the duration of the flight.
Is this the best domestic first-class experience here in the United States in 2020? I've flown with American and Delta, and I'll soon post a video about United. Then, we'll look at all of them through the Jeb Score matrix, comparing lounges, seats, food, in-flight entertainment, and service, in order to decide definitively who has the best first class in 2020.
Between now and the next time, see you in the sky.